Good morning. I've been up a while, but right when I started to get up, I started to have flashbacks of unfortunate events that happened to me through the years that it just was unproductive. So you just get up and kind of do around and shake it, and kind of like I said yesterday, you just kind of acknowledge it happens and then you just move on. But I just got up, made me some coffee. I was going to work on a practice picture of that right there. And what I'm trying to do, whether that comes out good or not, is mix skin color with just red, yellow, and blue. And I'm not very good at it, but it's just practice. And you get kind of better as time goes on. And it's watercolor, but when I mix it with a watered down acrylic white, like a whitewash, it has a tendency to take on more of a acrylic paint look, and it's kind of groovy. Really, it has a good texture. So I'm going to work on that. But back to what I was thinking, it was an event, and I kind of debated on whether to tell the story or not, because there was a lot of them. It would be one out of a lot of stories where me and Dad, we appeared to have a much better relationship than we actually did, because through the years I've kind of watched his boiling point and learned to just shut her down when things got a little bit stupid. And most people that knew Dad, and a lot of them, I mean, they will just heap showers of praise on him because he's very charismatic, tall, good looking, had a great stage presence, could sing. And I think the problem was he started believing the praise that he got, rather than just taking it with gratitude and moving on. He really thought he was all that. I'm not saying that just to be mean, because my heart's softened to him now, but my thoughts were, what do you do when you feel like you need an apology from someone who is no longer here to apologize? Now, he treated my sister way worse than he did me, but at times he was brutal to both of us. And again, I'll probably get from a certain amount of people a gross feeling of, boy, those kids are just disrespectful, but you don't know kind of what we went through. But something that softened my heart when I was thinking about it was even a message that he used to preach: boxes, bottles, and books at the judgment seat of God. And he would talk about everything's wrote down, and you're going to have basically the biblical way of describing a life review that some people hear, like when you have a near-death experience. And I truly believe when he saw that, he would be genuinely, not just out of a forced sorry, like sorry I got caught, but genuinely sorry for actions that he did, just like I will be, because I feel like I've had my life review while I'm still living, and I'm thinking of every dumb thing that I've ever done to anybody, and genuinely sorry. So if there was any consolation, I would rather say I'm sorry while I'm alive and somebody can receive my apology than after I'm dead and them having to use a psychology on their own mind to soften the feelings between somebody that's gone and yourself, to say, well, they must be sorry now. So I'm just going to leave you with that thought. And I'm definitely, if I've ever offended anybody or hurt them, and I know I have those flashbacks, I am sorry. I am sorry. But anyway, you guys have a great rest of your day, and I'll blab at you later. Bye.